Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I am Sandman99.
And welcome back to Fallout 4 G9-13 playthrough.
Yes, and in the last episode we made it about halfway through the Mechanist lair before we ran out of time and had to stop.
But we still have a ways to go.
We still have a ways to go, so we're going to continue on.
I mean, we would have gone all the way through on one video, but we're not exactly sure if people would watch a 3-hour video.
Well,
we're also not exactly sure about the file size constraints.
Yeah, the file size might be... Okay, I'm not going to go up there for a coffee cup. The file size might be a bit of a problem, actually. That was what I would be more concerned about.
Yeah, well, the last episode was 7 gigs compressed.
Careful, man.
Wow.
I don't think we're alone.
But,
Okay, well, you know what? You want to be in the way and handle it? Handle it.
she's totally not going to handle it.
Yeah, well, see, if Ada could handle it, then it wouldn't be so bad, but she can't.
Mm-hmm.
But she still gets in the way, so that I can't handle it.
Yeah. But yeah, so the last episode was 22 gigs or something like that, raw recording, and then it was 7.1 gigs compressed. So that kind of gives you guys an idea of how big these episodes get.
Yeah, which is why we try and keep them to at least, well, normally the target is about an hour, but we very
frequently go over.
We very seldom manage to limit it to an hour.
Yeah, usually we go an hour 30.
Yeah. But much more than that, and it would be just too much, I think. Wow, look at that.
It just doesn't notice you.
Yeah.
I guess you're very sneaky.
Well, I'm sneakier than I used to be, I guess. So.
And it's funny too, because it varies from series to series. So, like, for example, even though we record everything in 1080p, things like the Hotshots Golf and the Diablo are about like 1.6 gigs when they're compressed, even though we record the episodes just as long. And I think that has to do with like color limitations. So, like, for example, Diablo is only like a game that uses 256 colors. Right? It's like the old ancient Windows 95 256 color mode. So, whereas a game like this uses the like 32-bit, like 4 million colors that a modern computer display that can display, right? And so it makes it more difficult to compress, because there's technically more unique information in every video signal, right?
I was just going to say older games basically take less space.
That's right.
If you want to be not so technical about it.
Although 256 colors is enough for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got a video to show you. It's a programmer guy named BizQuit who made a video called 256 Colors is Enough for Everyone. You should see the amazing things he managed to do with just 256 colors in a tech demo.
Oh, I would imagine that the human eye can't really detect the subtleties of more than that many colors anyway.
I think it can, but the thing about it is that using complex dithering techniques, which is where you put pixels of different colors together in order to emulate pixels of another color, or in order to hide shading gaps in pixels, you can actually really make a very vibrant and well-detailed image. That was actually something I was working on implementing at one time, because at one time I was implementing my own 2D game engine from scratch.
Yeah.
Which I never did finish that project, sadly, but I might get back to it one of these days. Because I do have life ambitions at being a game developer.
Yes. Well, obviously, though, you have probably discovered that it is not very easy to do that when you're a crowd of one.
Well, the main thing is actually getting bogged down in adding too many features and not focusing enough on actually making the game. Yeah. So it's all well and good to know how to implement all these technological things, but at some point you actually just need to stop doing that and make the damn game. I put more focus on the engine than I did the game, and that was my error. If I go back to it another day, I will probably put focus purely on the game and just implement features as I need them.
Well, I don't have any extra weapons to break down right now. so I guess we will continue on.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Shut up.
That being said, every time I see a computer terminal, man, I just love computer terminals.
Yeah. So this is a bit of a troublesome spot, because quite often Ada will get knocked off this little platform.
And then you gotta try again.
Yeah. Come on, Ada. Get over there. Get over there. Get over there. Ugh.
No, she's gonna get knocked off
See
the
that
platform.
thing hanging there? Right? Oh, maybe
No, she just
moved.
walked off.
Did she just walk off?
No, she's still
Well,
technically
she's
on.
still hanging on there. Come on, Ada, you can hang on. I don't want to have to go back and get you. Okay.
I guess you could have always commanded her.
Yeah, I know there's other times that I've had to go back and try again, like 2 or 3 times.
Well, that would have been a situation to pause.
Yeah. I need to eat something. What shall we have to eat?
Bubblegum and crispy squirrel bits?
Sure, that sounds like a good balanced meal.
Yep.
Yeah. Here we are at another door.
Hey, how may I be of service?
Go check that out.
Get the door.
Get the door, would you, Ada?
See, whenever we think of Ada, I don't think of Ada the robot. I think of Ada the programming language.
Maybe that's maybe they called her Ada for a reason, right?
Quite possibly, because I think Ada the programming language was actually made for military applications. It's a Pascal-esque language.
Anyway, this is another of the buildable areas in the Mechanist lair settlement later, so I'm just going to pass real quick through here without looting anything.
Yes.
Because you can take care of that
Take a
later.
look.
Yep, because
Or
I can
get a robot to do it.
Yep, because I can loot it to my heart's content, or get a robot to scrap all that stuff, or whatever. Yeah. Now, every portal has like 5 or 6 security doors, right? Like, wow.
And then what's in here? A fucking desk?
Well, we'll turn the light on so that people can see a little bit in this darkened area here.
Some sciencey shit?
Yeah. Forfeiture. Okay.
Totally not necessary to have that big security door on this little area. Aww.
What?
Every time I see a busted computer terminal, man.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty of them in here. I think we need to sneak in here right now either. Okay, well, we don't need the plates, I don't think. What's in the suitcases? Nothing. Shotgun shells, bobby pin. Nothing. Over here, hats. Okay, a master level terminal.
That's it.
We will open the door. Well, see what is inside. Oh, okay. Well, looks like ammunition and drugs, mainly. Not going to take the missiles, they're too heavy.
But you don't have a missile launcher on you right now anyways.
True, I don't have a missile launcher on me anyway. We'll take the jet. Got their bottle. 10mm round, 44 rounds. Gold.
More gold.
More gold.
Oh, what's down there?
What? Where?
Left. Oh, no, never mind. That's just debris. I thought it was a safe in the ground.
Yeah. ammunition boxes
With missiles.
with missiles.
Because it totally makes sense to fire a missile launcher inside of a tight, crowded underground place like this.
Yep, for sure. Everybody does it.
Yep, we did it over in, what the fuck's it called? Nuka World. It worked out pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even die. Although I thought I was gonna. See, those test tubes didn't need that test tube stand. They all stood up there by themselves quite nicely.
Somehow, in spite of the fact that they all have round bottoms.
Yeah.
They probably have like a square collision box.
Yeah. Watch station terminal. Well, if we're going to read the watch station terminal, we have
need to quick save. Because
quick save, just because we don't want to get hung up by the evil chair.
Yep, the evil chair. The game-ending
Right?
chair.
Yeah, see right there? Yeah. Okay, they're offloading another set of subjects to us today. I don't know what these men and women did to deserve being sent here, but since they were transferred from civilian penitentiaries, I can only assume they're the worst society has to offer. I don't think these people have any idea what's about to happen to them. One thing's for sure, these prisoners would have been better off serving their time elsewhere. I started to hear rumors about around the block that I don't like. Estevan told me he overheard two of the eggheads saying that the prisoners are having the brains cut out of their heads. Or something like that. I know that the brass is running experiments on these inmates and that they were pretty intense, but I didn't know they were literally cutting them open. I'm not sure how I feel about that. After all, I joined the military because I wanted to serve my country and protect my fellow Americans. I guess I'll just keep it to myself for now. Rumors floating around the block are getting worse. One of our informants said that the prisoners are talking about rioting. If the things that they're saying are true, that the inmates are getting dissected and the parts being used for robots, I almost can't say I blame them. Estevan said we should go right to Gamma 9 status, but I don't want to push the panic button unless I absolutely have to. I've decided to take this all the way to the top and meet with General Rawlings. Criminals or not, these experiments are wrong and they need to be stopped before it's too late. This is G.C. Broderick, I guess. Oh, this is Master Sergeant Raymond Estevan, I guess. Broderick got reassigned out of the facility today. I think they have him scrubbing toilets at some backwater listening post in Anchorage now. They put me in charge of the cell block and I initiated Gamma 9 status. After 2 days, the threat of rioting has ended and everything is back to normal. The brass gave me the go-ahead to start sending people to the medical section and everything is proceeding as planned. If we have any hope at beating the enemy at their own game, we need to get these robots online. Who cares what happens to a few lousy inmates? I told Broderick he needed to fall in line, but he wouldn't listen. Of all the people, I would have expected him to understand that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Yeah, he just wasn't morally flexible enough.
Yeah.
That's what we'll call it.
Well, you know what? I'm starting to understand now why maybe the robo-brains are quite often insane.
Yeah, because their brains weren't wired right from the get-go.
Yeah, well, and also, you know, like being taken out of your body and inserted into a robot body would probably be enough to drive a person insane anyway, right?
Well, and they were already criminal brains to begin with.
Yeah. That too. Now we can do a little experience farming here by picking locks. There's like a whole cell block full of them here.
Nice.
Along with bobby pins. That brings back yesterday when we were playing Fallout New Vegas. And I'm scrounging for bobby pins and, you know, finding 3 bobby pins at once is like a
treasure trove.
A treasure trove. It's a windfall. Whereas here it's like, yeah, just found 6 more bobby pins, yawn, right?
Although it would appear that the bobby pin drop rate in the Sierra Madre is greater than that of broader New Vegas.
Yeah, that's true.
But it might be because they take away everything from you from the start, too.
Yeah, probably. Like a few of the cells are already open. I think I need a drink of water now, too.
Sweet.
And of course, in some of these cells, there isn't anything really to pick up, but in others, there is. Oh, snapped.
Oh, well.
It's no big deal. I've got 958 more of them.
That's it.
Nothing else in here to pick up. How many bobby pins do I have, anyway? 986. So yeah, they could have made lockpicking a little more interesting by not handing out bobby pins like every 5 minutes, right?
Well, if I'm honest though, lockpicking is not something that Bethesda games have ever really particularly done well. Because it's usually a skill that levels up way too slow anyways.
Yeah.
I guess it's a little different with Fallout because there's the perk system. Right?
Well, in Skyrim they had a perk system too, but the vanilla perks were really just more concerned with just making it easier to pick locks, whereas, you know, like, I found that I had played some very long-term high-level characters where I actually did reach 100 in lockpicking without spending a single perk in that tree, right?
Yeah.
And I still didn't have any trouble at all picking any lock that I came across.
Yes.
Oh, some smoke's in here. I don't know. I think they just could have made it more interesting. Like, the modder Enai Scion made the Ordinator perk tree overhaul for Skyrim. And he added a bunch of really interesting things into lockpicking perk tree. Like the ability to set traps and stuff like that too, right?
Yep.
Packages of cigarettes. I think I went by them already. Yeah, there we go. So there's still some alive feral ghouls in some of these cells. So we just have to make them unalive before we open the door.
That's it.
Some of them are pretty tough, too. Survive a shotgun blast at point-blank range like that.
Yep.
That's why it's better to shoot them first before you open the door.
Ada was sleeping there.
I guess so. Where were you, Ada?
Oh, behind the cell. She's in the cell.
Oh, is she in? Oh, okay. Well. To tell you the truth, combat-wise, it makes absolutely no difference having Ada here.
Well, it makes you weaker.
If anything, yeah, if anything, it makes me weaker because it screws up my Lone Wanderer perk. And it also, she tends to run interference a lot. Like, she gets in the way and when I'm trying to aim at enemies and stuff like that, right?
I think when that happens, you just have to shoot through.
Yeah, she's more of a handicap than a help. And best case scenario is when she is actually a non-factor.
Sweet.
Which means that as soon as we finish this, I am definitely kicking her to the curb.
That's it.
The only reason I put up with Ada as long as I do is because I have to.
It's mandatory.
You have to in order to be able to do the quest. But once the quest is gone, I usually turn Ada into a provisioner. Why not? She's heavily armored and well armed, right? Probably more than a match for any typical...
you could give her the sentry bot legs.
Probably more than a match for any typical run-of-the-mill raider or super mutant or whatever that might be out there, right? I mean, she gets her ass kicked in here all the time, but then, again, though, like, most of the robots in here are... You know,
Incredibly lethal.
Incredibly lethal anyway.
Got it.
I don't think I can even build a robot as strong as the ones that are in here.
I don't believe you can, no.
Even though I think I've got all of the robotics perks and everything, right? Yeah,
Yep.
like I've got full science, full robotics expert, everything, but I still can't build as powerful a robot as some of the robots that are in this place. Because I guess the Mechanist really is truly an expert at robots.
Well, I guess you'd be a robotics expert, and the Mechanist would be a robotics master.
Yes.
Either that or else maybe I'm more like a robotics dabbler. I don't know.
Huh.
Hobbyist. I'm a robotics hobbyist.
There you go. There you go. They should have renamed the perk. Robotics Hobbyist.
Yeah. Because if I was a robotics expert, then I should be able to make, you know, some of the terrifying things that appear in this area as well, right?
Well, Ada didn't drop the ball there, at least.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, well, looks like that's it for the cells now. I know that was all very exciting for everyone, but, you know, it had to be done.
Yeah, you gotta farm your experience somehow.
Yeah.
Terminal on the wall back there.
I think it's broken.
Oh, yep, it is
Yeah,
broken.
it's broken. See what we got here. A fuse and a clipboard and a surgical tray. Here's a medical observation terminal. Subject A22. History: convicted of serial killings in the DC area, not to be visited alone. Security personnel required for all interviews. Evaluation: A22 shows higher brain function but weak constitution. We've been giving him a high-protein diet and started sessions of electrotherapy to treat his muscles. It shouldn't be long until his brain survival rate for the procedure is no longer at risk.
Yep.
So they're going to put a serial killer's brain into a heavily armed and armored robot, right?
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, next one. History: convicted for arson, burned down a courthouse, leaving 3 dead. Only approach when sedated. Family history of dementia. Brain health is likely to decline or skew data. Recommended for termination. Okay, another one. History: convicted for murder of a waitress, prone to sudden outbursts of violence. Recommend subject be restrained at all times or sedated. Highly emotional, currently on a cocktail of antidepressants and anti-anxiety. Dr. Asselford is starting psychiatric sessions to further see if she's a good candidate. Subject A72. Convicted of second-degree murder while under the influence of alcohol. Subject displays high intelligence and knowledge of tactics, slight signs of PTSD. Dr. Asselford to evaluate for treatment. Doesn't look to me like they've got all really, really bad people in here. Right? Okay. History: ex-military, convicted of second-degree manslaughter, assault resulting in hospitalization and later death of the victim. Evaluation, subject is highly intelligent and proved mentally sound, approved for candidacy. Huh. Okay. I wonder if that one ended up being Jezebel or something
Could have
eventually,
been.
huh?
Yeah, could have been, huh?
Okay, well, it looks like we've seen all that there is to see in here. So I guess we'll take the elevator. Did I push the button?
Apparently not.
Apparently not. I must have tried to push the button, but I missed. Okay, Ada, get in here. Oh, tricky. They had the door in a different direction. Okay, antibiotics and jet. That's a good combination. Okay, stuff. What else have we got here? What do we got? Med axes. Ooh, yeah.
Those are always good.
Those are always good. Med-X is my favorite. See, I think they did Med-X wrong in Fallout 4. They should have kept it more like it was in Fallout New Vegas.
The percentage-based thing.
Instead of just giving it you an improved armor value, they should have given you a
percentage-based damage reduction.
Percentage-based damage reduction instead.
Because it was far more useful that way.
Yeah, because I think vanilla Med-X gives you 50... like plus 50 armor
which
rating
is nothing.
Or something, which is really nothing, right?
Whereas in New Vegas, it gave you 25% damage resistance, I believe.
Yeah, which is actually a
significant amount.
Significant amount, yeah. You know,
it gave you a reason to use Med-X instead of just
especially
hawking it.
Especially if you combine that with your armor that gives you a certain amount of damage threshold and, you know, that kind of thing too, right? You know.
Yeah, well, 50 armor isn't even going to help you against a pipe gun.
No.
So all Med-X is good for is getting you addicted to drugs.
Yeah. Well, not anymore. Now I made it better. Well, that is a hint. Maybe it's time to do one of these again, because we haven't done one of these in a while. Okay, looks like we got another terminal to read. The brain extraction terminal. Okay. Once again, thanks to equipment failure, we're getting pretty backed up in this department. The brain extractors were never made to operate at this capacity. I think they've been running around the clock for the last few weeks. We usually end up with a pop blade from slicing through a particularly tough skull, or the hydraulics and the pulling arm seize up when the spinal cord isn't fully severed and the brain is pulled too early. I hope that Ciroletti doesn't yell at us again. This really isn't our fault. They've got an assembly line for brain removal.
Yep.
It sounds to me like World War III was actually a good thing in this universe.
Yeah, well, you know, pre-war was pretty fucked up.
Yeah. We all had a pretty good laugh around the extraction department today. Ansel tried mixing some fresh biogel with a little bit of grenadine and vodka and dared us all to drink it down. It turned out to be pretty good, kind of thick and sweet with just the right amount of kick. We came up with a little game to try and name the drink. A whole bunch of stupid ones came up, of course, but we finally settled on Extractor Sunrise. Too bad we can't share with other departments, but the biogel costs like $1,000 a pint. And I don't think Ciroletti would appreciate us drinking down some of her budget.
Ah, fuck.
So not only are these guys like murdering people and taking their brains out, but they're partying it up while they're doing it.
Yeah, well, I guess if you're working in a grim industry, you've got to find a way to make light of it somehow.
Today was Halsey's birthday, so we made him a brain-shaped cake. Well, sort of. We actually just took one of the extracted brains and covered it in frosting. Of course, we didn't tell Halsey that, The look on his face when he bit down on the slice we gave him was pretty hilarious. It was a waste of a decent subject brain, but the prank was totally worth it. We really have some good times down here. I sincerely hope they don't reassign everyone away from the department. We're working well together and our efficiency rating can't get much higher. Yikes. Womack over in sanitation made an offhand comment that his job was having to grab what was left of our test subjects and dispose of them in the furnace felt wrong. Then not a day later, I was sharing lunch with some of the personnel from the assembly division, and they asked me if pulling the brains from our test subjects' heads ever bothered me. I told them that it didn't. I'm not sure why some of the people on this project are having problems with what we're doing. Maybe they should look for work somewhere else.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Just completely unhinged morally, right?
Yep, pretty much. Some of the scariest people that you'll ever likely meet, right? I guess this is like
Brain storage?
Yeah, brains in jars, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Huh, wow. Cerebral reconditioning terminal. Oh, it's a conversation. Extraction successful, no damage. Original age and gender 34, male. Seriality. Hello, can you understand me? A22. Oh, A22 was that serial killer, right?
Oh, yeah.
Remember, we were reading that other terminal in the upstairs there? A22 what? Who is that? Where are you? I can't see. What have you people done to me? Seriality, calm down. A22, I can't feel my body. I can't feel anything. What's going on? Please, this is horrible. A22, if you don't calm down, I'll have to turn you off. Turn me off? You mean kill me? For the love of God, tell me what the hell you've done. Terminating A22, subject to unstable. Okay, possible frontal lobe damage. Zeroletta, you are designated Unit A57, understood? A57. Yes, A57 ready to accept commands. Excellent, A57. Initiate command diagnostic Zeta. A57 says, understood. 2 minutes pass with no input. This is taking too long. Please respond. Error. No command was provided and awaiting unit designation. I think this one's short-term memory is shot to hell. Dump it in the furnace and let's try another. Wow. Extraction successful, no damage. So, do you have any memories of your service at this, before your service at this facility? Negative, ma'am. Are you certain? Do a deep scan of your memory banks. It's been reported that you are acting irregularly. Scanning now. Please stand by. Error. Unknown fragment detected. Error. What? This can't be real. My arms, my legs, they're gone. What is wrong with me? Switching off. Ah, there it is. That was a quadrant. Wow, big long number in the temporal lobe. Can we get a tech in here to clear out the long term and tell them to stop being so sloppy about it? A124. Recording now. Repeat that again, A124. I said if you don't put me back in my body, I'm going to kill you, and then everyone else in this place. Interesting. You do realize you're simply a brain attached to a vocal interface, that you don't have the capability to perform those actions. I don't care. I'll find a way, and when I do, you'll be the first to die. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. The lack of your original body doesn't disturb you? No, it doesn't matter. Whatever it takes, I'll end all of you. Switching off. Excellent. As soon as we flush the long and short-term memory, this one will be ready. Recommend sending it along to Rawlings' tactical team as soon as it's fitted with a chassis. Wow. Yikes. Oh, look, there's a holotape, too.
Chief Scientist. This is the third time I've had to request more security. As thorough as our assembly procedures may be, there's a human factor to be considered. These are criminal and unstable minds. It can't be a scientist's job to ensure each test subject is properly sedated. I was promised military assistance and security, but we need more. I won't allow my crew to be endangered. As fascinating as it may be to integrate the human mind with robotics, sometimes I wish I never signed on to this project.
Having some regrets.
Yeah, but not about the horrible things that she's doing. It's more...
The inconvenience of it.
yeah, the inconvenience of it all. And the fact that the work might be hazardous, right?
Nope, you're not going to get that.
I'm not going to get that, whatever that is. Okay, well, we'll go out here into the bigger room. That's where I came in. Okay. Oh, jeez! We're being shot at.
Hopefully, that's the last of them.
I guess I was not very sneaky, and I appear to have alerted something over here.
A couple of things.
Yeah. Well, at least it didn't blow up when I shot it. Medical terminal password. I just grabbed that. Probably didn't need to, but okay.
We may have an enemy nearby.
And now you're perfectly hidden. Look at that. It was a stealth kill with your Mossberg. Your
That's
unsilenced
right.
Mossberg.
That's right. Very stealthy. Except for the fact that I let that one sneak up on us. But I guess it's probably stealthier than I am. Right?
Somehow, on those big treads.
It thought it was going to get a stealth kill. Well, I guess we can turn the light back on now.
And loot some shit.
I really like the Mossberg shotgun, actually. It's a beautifully... Whoa!
We may have some trouble.
As I was saying, it was a beautifully made mod, right?
Yep.
You know, lots of detail, and even up close like this, like it looks fantastic, right? This must be the furnace area where they were disposing of the remains, right?
Yep.
Getting rid of the evidence.
So I wonder if you'd die if you tried to jump into that thing.
Probably.
It's one of those things, right? Gamer curiosity.
It looks warm. Oh, time for a drink of water now. Okay, so I guess we can't crack the terminal because we accidentally picked up the password already.
Oh well.
So I guess now we'll just open the door. We'll open the door.
Did you forget to click open on the door?
Okay.
I guess you forgot to click open on
I
the
guess
door.
I forgot to click open on the door. Okay, we'll turn the light off again here just so that we're not, like, advertising our presence on any robots that we might be trying to sneak up on. Okay, I guess there are no more robots that we're trying to sneak up on here. I think we're finally here. I think this is the main event.
Hey,
I'd be happy to help if I
check it out.
If so, that means that F5 is your friend before you go in here.
F5 is definitely my friend, because there is a bug that can occasionally happen in this area where the Mechanist will go into a loop and keep sending mines and other things at you, but has already run out of robots, and for some reason it doesn't progress after you've killed all the robots, right?
Yep.
And I read somewhere, actually, that you have to be careful that you don't kill the robots too quickly, because apparently that's what can cause it to happen, right? So if you bring your, mini nuke minigun in here, well, you can't just hose the place down with Fat Man shells.
Your mini nuke MIRV pipe gun launcher.
Yeah, because if you kill everything too quickly,
it doesn't register.
Then it apparently breaks something.
My Sandman and destroy my robots, but your reign of terror ends here.
We should
There
talk.
seems to be some sort of misunderstanding here. Maybe we should talk about this.
The Commonwealth has suffered more than its fair share of injustices because of you. Now you'll face the full might of the Mechanist. My righteous robots will end your tyranny once and for all.
Okay, now here's a little trick that I figured out. It's usually best to hang around right in here,
because then you can see everything that's coming at you.
Sparks, some back up.
You can even stick another shell in that shotgun while you're waiting.
You can see everything that's coming at you. Wow.
And then stick a couple more shells in. iBots.
Picking up something.
Boy.
They're so expendable,
Oh, I guess we've got to take a lunch break here. Just hang on for a second.
Yeah, hold on. We need to eat some iguana on a stick.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. We'll have some iguana. Oh, we'll have some rad scorpion steak. What do you think?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. There. Yum, yum. Is there another iBot up there somewhere?
There's two.
Of course, I'm towing you, Sparks.
Wow, what's that?
I think that's just a blowed up bit of something.
Yeah.
Impressive. But I think you failed to grasp the full reality of your situation. Look around you. This entire facility is at my command. For every robot you destroy, 10 more will come. Struggle all you want. There is nothing you can do to stop me. Nothing.
Warning. Power generation capacity exceeded. Now drawing reserve power.
Sparks! I'll do it.
I'm gonna have a quick drink of water here or something while I'm, Okay, maybe we'll do this.
To myself.
Oh, wow. That didn't do very much.
Nope.
Maybe we'll drink one of these Nuka-Cola
Now, my
Quantums.
robots,
Yeah.
destroy her!
Okay.
Reroute the fuel tanks. Prepare to drop on my mark.
On your right. Maybe not.
Activate the Tesla coils.
Oh, there's one just standing there.
Reserve power at 82%.
Shut that thing off!
Shoot the ones on the ground floor first.
What ones? Oh,
On your right.
where
On
is
your
it?
right.
Where?
Right there, there. Head laser, too.
Yeah.
Reserve power at
Ah.
58%.
Sparks, bring her in. Bring the coins back around.
Is it MedX time now?
I think it's just about MedX time, yeah. And also, it's just about plasma thrower time to get rid of this one.
Reserve power at 34%.
Okay, well,
Here comes a head laser. Damn thing still has the head laser while it's crawling towards you.
Failure
Yeah,
is
really.
imminent.
Damn it, Sparks! Throw everything at her! Everything!
okay, what is everything? See, another thing is that all the mines and the fuel tanks and the Tesla coils and stuff like that, if you stay back here in the corner, you kind of avoid all of those things, right?
Sparks, bring that in!
Ah!
If only you had your weapon bash.
Warning. Warning. Power failure in 10.
Oh, there's another one over there.
8. 7. 6.
Damn railings.
Yeah, that railing is quite something, isn't it?
4.
Oh, down on the ground floor.
3.
It's easier just to VATS these guys when they get this close.
2.
That railing is just amazing cover. Wow. Ah, jeez. What happened? The power failed. They all collapsed.
Sparks, get the power back on!
Well, now it's time for a drink of water.
Emergency power then! This is a Dover Scourge. I will not rest until I see the Commonwealth free of you.
I'm not a villain. I just want you to hear me out, face to face.
Very well. I will hear you out. But only for the sake of the Commonwealth. Sparks, with me!
Let's just have a look here and see how good and persuasive I am. Okay, I've got 25 charisma, so I can probably, like, sell her the Brooklyn Bridge if I want to.
Damn, you see, that's a bit line of business I should get into.
Let us discuss this. Amicably.
Who are you? Don't you think it's time you ditched that mask?
You're right.
I'm Isabel Cruz. The Mechanist was just an easy way for me to help the Commonwealth. But all my technical knowledge and all of these resources, and I still failed. How does the Commonwealth have any hope against people like you?
Hey, I'm not the enemy. I'm the one trying to protect the Commonwealth against your robots.
They have taken innocent lives.
Ada's laying in a heap over there.
Yep.
All dead at the hands of your
Fuck.
robots.
That can't be right. Explain yourself.
They're misinterpreting orders. Your own robo-brain said as much. They're saving people by killing them.
Saving by killing? No. It's the logic. It's there. I can see it now. I was hoping it was the robo-brains, an issue with their memory wipes. But you're right. Their primary directive was flawed.
Now you know the truth. Your robots are dangerous. They had to be stopped.
The hero unknowingly became the villain. I wanted to help the Commonwealth. And robots are all I know. I found this place and figured I could finally do my part. I accept full responsibility. I can't take back what I've done, or even atone for it. But this doesn't have to end in violence.
I'm not here to kill you. Only to get you and your robots to stand down.
Done. Consider it done. And you won't regret this. I promise. None of the Commonwealth will. Here, take this. It's the password to the mainframe. You can use it to shut down the security protocols. I'd rather this place be in your hands now.
Okay. I guess now I can take control of the facility. Maybe I should go and bring Ada back to life here first.
Probably a good idea. And I don't know what the fuck that glowy ball is.
Yeah.
We'll just ignore that for now.
Yeah.
It just works.
Yeah, that's just a Bethesda thing, I'm pretty sure. Nothing serious.
Thanks, Bethesda.
I don't think I've ever actually seen that glowy ball before. So there's yet another first in this playthrough.
Well, it is a Bethesda game after all.
Yeah. Okay, so we have to go up here and take control of the facility, but before we do, we had to do that quick save because there is no evil chair here, but just imagine in your mind's eye that there is one.
Because you can still soft lock on it.
Because you can still soft lock on this terminal.
Probably because it's inset into those...
Yeah, like...
And so you soft lock on the fucking, like, tape drives here.
Yep.
Just like this.
Just like that. Now, I'm going to try first to go TCL, which turns collision off. There. So now I can access this terminal, right?
God.
So, Bethesda, go back to the Fallout New Vegas terminal interface. There was nothing wrong with it. We did not need all of this other nonsense. Right?
Yeah, you don't need canned animations for reading terminals.
Well, especially when they're in first person anyways, and you can't actually see what's going on. Like, what's the point?
It makes you wonder why they don't disable collision when you read a terminal.
Yeah, really, that would be a fairly simple thing, right?
Yeah, it would be.
Assembly line control. Error. Okay. Security door control. Error. Okay. So basically, just in order to do that, to take control of the facility, you had to soft lock yourself on that stuff, and then use a console command. I imagine that particular one must be really infuriating for console users, right?
I'd imagine so, yep.
You know, like PlayStation or
Xbox
people,
players, yeah.
because you don't have access to console commands for debugging, and so every time you soft lock on one of these things, then you're screwed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we need to go and talk to Ada again, I guess.
Hey.
Yes, your return is a relief. I trust the outcome was what you wanted.
Yep.
I got her to see the truth. She's standing down.
So the Mechanist really was misguided. Did she reveal her motives and reasoning?
Weren't you here? Speaking from the ground?
Yeah.
In a trash
She
heap?
was fooled by her own logic. She really thought she was saving people.
A biological wild card. The unknowns are vast. She had to know the risk she was taking.
That's what happens when you stick demented people's brains into armored robots.
It's a shame a mind as brilliant as hers allowed such atrocities to be committed.
Oh well, she's good at heart.
She made a mistake. A big one. And she'll live with that.
Yeah, a few lives here and there.
I have a
It's
certain
nothing to
understanding
quibble
when it
over.
comes to
Yeah.
guilt. While it's not the justice I had hoped for, it will suffice. Still, I now know that the death of my friends has brought about a safer Commonwealth. Had the Mechanist's robots remained unchecked, I'm certain that damage would have been extensive, halting, if not reversing, any progress that has been made here. With this knowledge, I am finally registering feelings of satisfaction and accomplishment. And I have you to thank for it.
Okay, so we have completed restoring order.
Indeed.
Now, I think we next have to talk to Isabel again.
Hey there.
Hey, just one more thing, if you have a minute.
Okay.
Sure. Go ahead.
Oh, good. I just wanted to say I'm really happy, thankful that you've let me stick around here. And in order to show you that I'm done with the past, I want you to have this as a sort of promise, I guess. It's the Mechanist suit I made.
Yeah, okay.
Well, look, so if you couldn't sell her a bridge before, you could sell her a bridge
You're
now.
welcome. There's one more thing. A much bigger thing. There are still robots out there. Lots of them. My communications are down, and I can't call them back. But I can tell you where they are.
So we
If
get a
you're
whole
interested.
new set of Radiant quests.
Robot slaying.
Sure.
Great. Let me see what I can pick up. Damn, this signal's too strong for a single bot. Must be a group traveling together. You'd better be careful.
Destroy the rogue robot. Okay. So I guess now we can access the workshop terminal type thing. And then... Okay, Ada, where are you? Ada.
What can I... Here you are, ma'am.
Yeah, okay.
Heads up.
How may I be of service, ma'am?
It's time for
I
us
no
to
longer
part
work
ways.
for
I'm
your
kicking you to the
I prefer
curb
to
right
remain by
now.
your side,
Yep.
But I'll abide by your command.
And we'll send you to the Mechanist lair.
And then you can make her a provisioner.
And then we'll make you into a provisioner. And you can go to County Crossing, because that's the closest one. There. So now, instantly, we have founded a settlement, and we have gotten a
Supply line.
supply line connection to County Crossing. And by the looks of it, we could go with 1, 2 other supply lines, and possibly 3, once we attract a few settlers here.
Yep.
But I've got lots of scrapping here to do in the meantime. I wonder if I can scrap that orangey ball of light.
Yep.
Looks like I can. I can take the stuff out of it first. Oh, it's so dark. Wow.
Yeah, it was almost not worth scrapping. You had free lighting.
That was startling, yeah. Anyway, I have much scrapping to do in this place, and I have to be careful because all of these nice catwalks are all scrappable, and if I scrap them by mistake, then I would have to try and rebuild using other materials to replace them, right?
Looks like you have another glowy light up there, too.
Yeah, okay, well, anyway.
But yeah, I get what you're saying about the catwalks.
You get what I'm saying about the catwalks. It takes a fair bit of... It's fairly tedious and time-consuming to actually scrap this particular settlement. But I can at least show some of the features from a mod that I have. I don't remember what the mod's called, but it is listed in our mod list.
Yep.
So I can actually do things with this settlement that you can't do with the vanilla version. And so one of the things we'll do here is we'll just clear a space here. So you grab the stuff out of the robot first, right? And then you scrap it. You see all the stuff you get from scrapping it too, right?
Yep.
But anyway, I could even scrap these pipes on the walls and all that kind of stuff, but you have to be careful not to get too carried away because this is one of those places where if you scrap everything that you could possibly scrap, you
You make holes in the world?
Yeah, you end up with holes in the world. That's exactly what I was going to say. Right? But anyway, I can actually put down these garden plots. And then I can...
You need to square up that garden plot before you put anything in it.
Is it not squared up?
That is totally not squared up.
So sorry. Here we go. There. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. Just didn't have my survey instrument out when I put it down there. And then you can put water pumps and stuff in, which is something that you could not do. There was only one place in vanilla Mechanist layer where you could actually put in a water pump. And weirdly enough, it was, if I can find the... No, it's not here. It's way up in the top here somewhere. Maybe it's
okay, it was just an area where you could jam it in?
Well, I'll show you. I still remember where it was. Okay, we need to turn the light on here. Right here, in this pile of debris, you could put a... see how it turns green there?
Yeah.
Right? So you could put a water pump into the floor right there.
As if that makes any sense.
But that was basically the only water pump that you could put in the Mechanist layer.
Yep.
So, yeah. What are we looking at for time here, anyway?
We are just past an hour.
Okay, well, I think we've probably done enough for this episode.
Yo, you have to be careful scrapping this place, too.
I have to be careful scrapping this place. It'll be lengthy and painstaking, and I'm pretty sure that people don't want to watch me scrap it. So maybe when we come back in the next episode, it'll be after it's completely scrapped and I've actually done a little bit of development.
Yeah, you could show us what you've done with it.
And I can show what I've done with it. Okay, because with that mod, and like I said, the name of that mod escapes me now, because it's actually quite an old mod.
Mm-hmm.
But it basically opens up the Mechanist layer and turns it into a full settlement, right?
Nice.
Instead of just a sort of partial one like it was in the vanilla game, where actually in the vanilla game I never bothered to put in a recruitment beacon or anything like that, because you couldn't actually plant any crops or put in any water to speak of or anything like that, right?
Yep.
So it was actually all very pointless. But anyway, I guess we'll go for now.
Alrighty.
Until next time.
I'm Rec B5.
And I am Sandman 99.
Have a good one.